Hey guys, welcome to day 16 of the MayVC Vlog Challenge, and I'm currently just chilling out at this wicked little park in the middle of the city, just around the corner from my work. I've just got my lunch and some coconut water, the Taste of Nirvana one, and just kicking back, and I thought it'd be a really good opportunity to talk to you all about my kind of morning practices, my routine, what I do to get myself focused and prepped for the day. This is really important to have a good morning so that you're productive and that you're actually really positive for the rest of the day. So there's a few things that I do and a few approaches that might not be anything out of the ordinary. It might just be like a bit of a reminder for you guys. Maybe you already do these things. But first thing is really just when I get up, the first thing I do is I have a glass of water, even if it's just a small glass of water, just to wash my mouth out and just to get hydrated, because at the end of the day, you really need to hydrate your body. And even if you're eating really clean, like I eat very clean, all raw, all vegan, pretty much all whole foods, only the odd processed thing. But I still notice that if I don't drink any water, or if I don't have a big smoothie with lots of water, then I do feel a little bit dehydrated later in the day, so it's important to keep hydrated for sure. The next thing would have to be some sort of practice to prep your mind for the day. Your mind is so powerful, and if you start having negative thoughts, or you set yourself up in a negative way for the day, or in a rushed way in the morning without taking that time to really connect with yourself and actually get yourself aligned with what your goals are for the day, what you want to achieve, and to make sure that you get the best out of your day, you really need to take some time to get your mind right, because that's really important. And so first things first, I love to meditate. I'm pretty consistent, but there are times when I'm busy and I don't get a chance to, and I do other little things which I'll talk about in a minute. But I've been using the Headspace app for a while, just on my iPhone, and it's really good. We're not endorsed by them or anything. I just think it's a great tool. I heard about it on Rich Roll's podcast, and they have like a 10-day free one that you can do, and then if you really like it, you can buy it for I think it's like a 100 version, or there's like different plans. So if you're wanting to meditate because you're stressed, or you're wanting to meditate to try and manifest something, there's different kind of goals and things you can do. But to be honest, I've just been using the free 10-day one for, I don't know, about 6 months or more, and just going over and over with those. Sometimes I'll also just jump on YouTube. If I've only got, for example, like 5 minutes and I'm literally need to get out the door, then I might just search on YouTube 5-minute morning meditation, and there's plenty out there. Most of them are guided, and that's a good place to start, having a guided meditation. Otherwise, you can just put on some meditative music, and you can just take some time to focus on your breath and just really put some positive intentions out there for the day, some positive thoughts. So aside from that, something I've been really enjoying lately, which I don't do as well as meditating, I don't do them both, but sometimes I'll just mix it up, is Qigong, which is very much like Tai Chi, and it's essentially just a moving meditation. But it's really good because it helps to awaken your joints and your muscles and get some movement in the body, help build some energy in the body for the day, some Qi. And so I've been really enjoying that, and I've been just doing Lee Holden's morning and evening Qigongs. He does on YouTube, you can find him. He's got like a 10-minute one and a 20-minute version. So obviously if you're a bit pushed for time, you can do the 10-minute one. And then I think he's got a package called 7 minutes of magic or something, which I haven't bought. Don't know much about that, but if it's anything like his 10-minute and 20-minute ones, he's got a lot of knowledge and a lot of years of experience. So I might even look at getting that someday. But yeah, so that's a good way of just kind of taking time to breathe and put the mind in a good place for the day, you know, especially if you're in like a 9-to-5 job and you've got a stressful day ahead. You know, you're already thinking about the meetings you've got, or the people you've got to go and meet up with, or the customers you've got to deal with, or whatever. That's a really good way of just keeping your mind in check and just getting you set up. Then I would have to say some sort of movement. I mean, Qigong is a good place to start, but it's very slow, it's very simple. It's all about building in some energy in the body and releasing any negative energy. But I like to move in a more, I don't know, more physical, more full-on kind of way. So I'm talking things like, I guess the next thing would be yoga. That's kind of halfway between Qigong and an extreme workout. So I really enjoy yoga. Both Courtney and I, when we were in Ubud last year, had a really good stint of yoga. We did about 22 days straight. Some classes were twice a day. I think for the first like 9 days it was 2 classes a day and 3 classes on one day, and it was incredible. I absolutely loved it. And so again, that's something that I just do every now and again. I'm not doing all the time, but for me personally, mobility is really important. Well, although I've got goals to build strength and size and all these sorts of things, mobility is just something that I really need to spend some more time working on and incorporating more into my routine. So yoga's good for that. And following on from that, the next thing would be obviously an actual workout of some sorts, going for a run, going for a swim. You know, if you've got the time, even if you don't have the time, you know, you can literally spend 10-15 minutes and you can just do a really good power circuit, and you can do some good drop sets for things like, you know, body weights, squats, the different variations of that, you know, different variations of push-ups, core work, pull-ups, all of the basic body work type stuff. You don't need to have a gym for that. You can just do that at home, and that's a good thing to do. I mean, I haven't been to a gym for 2 years. I've just been doing body work and just been doing other variations of movement like yoga and things like that. So if you are interested in learning and knowing more about what I do and what kind of things you can do at home, then let us know, because I'd be happy to do a follow-up video at a later stage with some of the workouts and things I like to do, some of the people that I follow and where I've kind of drawn inspiration from. Sorry if it's a bit noisy. There's a few cars around and stuff, and some ducks, which is cool. But yeah, so just get moving. That's a really good one. So far we've got hydrate yourself with some water, get your mind ready for the day, meditation, qigong, whatever it may be. Movement, definitely get yourself moving, even if it's just something, like I said, pretty simple. Qigong is a good place to start, or yoga. And then the next thing to do is, well, for me at the moment I'm still working in a 9-to-5 type job, so for me it's plan my food for the day. You know, preparing a big smoothie that's full of you know, bananas and water and a variety of other things, dates and whatnot, and then preparing a lunch, which is delicious mixed salad with this raw cashew cheese that Courtney made, and I've got heaps of goodies in there, avocado, mushrooms, tomato, all sorts. And there's the ducks just hanging out by the lake, just having a good time. And then on top of that, I generally try and make sure I've got snacks. I'll just make sure that I've at least got a majority of my food for the day, and then I might go get like a little snack bar or like some coconut water or something else on my lunch break after I've had lunch, if I'm still going to be hungry for the afternoon, which is often the case because I do tend to eat quite a bit at work, and I'm in a position where I can kind of graze a bit as well. Like, I still have main meals, but every couple of hours I'm eating. So they're kind of a few things that I love to do that I think are really important to think about for setting yourself up for a really positive, productive day. Because at the end of the day, when you get home, when you've been at work, when you've dealt with all the crap that a 9-to-5 job might bring, or whatever it is you've dealt with, you know, you've got to be able to get through that to the point where you can be home and that can be out of your mind, and you can have a clear head and you can enjoy your evening, with your loved one, family, friends, whatever you're doing. And then you can basically be grateful for the things you've had that day and the mindset that you gave yourself in the morning. I guess that kind of leads on a little bit to the end of the day. Something that I need to do more of, and I have done a fair bit in the past, but I need to keep it a bit more consistent, is to be grateful. To be like I'm always grateful internally. I'm always grateful of Courtney and my health and all the people in my life and that sort of thing. But I think it's a matter of having some sort of like gratitude practice. A great one is keeping a little journal by the bed and actually writing down what you're grateful for at the end of the day. And it might be something as simple as, I'm grateful that I'm here. I'm grateful that I made it home safe. I'm grateful that I got to see a family of ducks just hanging out by the pond at lunchtime and to see how beautiful it was with, them interacting, or it could be anything. Sometimes it's small things, sometimes it's big things. It doesn't matter. It's just a chance for you to actually say or write those things down and put it out there to the world, to the universe, whatever, that you are grateful and what you're grateful for. And I think that's a really, really important thing to do. I know some people, like a friend of ours, Konstantinos, he's doing, or has been doing, sunrisettes, so watching the sunrise and the sunset every day for, I don't even know how many days he's up to now. I reckon it's like 100 and, it's gotta be like 100 and something, 150 maybe, don't know, I'll ask him. But having some sort of time at the end of the day to just be grateful and just to think about what you've got and how far you've come, no matter how small it is. There's always something. Yeah, so that's pretty much in a nutshell what my morning practice, and sort of to get myself sorted for the day, and what I need to do more of as well. This is kind of like I don't know, this is, in a sense, this is almost a bit of a reminder video for me. It's just a little journal for me to kind of say, hey, these are the things that I do, these are the things that I've done, but I do need to do more of this, and I do need to make that happen and keep it consistent, because consistency is definitely the key. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. I'm going to eat some lunch. Thank you so much for tuning in as always. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Let us know down below if you've got any morning practices other than what I've mentioned that you love, or things that have or haven't worked for you. And as always, eat those plants, stay hydrated, and love yourself. See you next time, guys. Peace.